Hello everyone, and welcome back to this episode of Katawa Shoujo. Let's continue where we left off. The lunch, the afternoon, the class pass uneventfully. Of the afternoon class pass. I read most of the book I had started yesterday and ate some of the most inedible offerings of the cafeteria. The class is tiresome. The teacher seemed like an okay person, despite the weird first impression I got, and the material is relatively interesting. However, the way he teaches is really bizarre. It's as if he expects that everyone is a natural genius. When the final bell sounds, I realise that there is still a lot of time left in the day and I'm left wondering what to do. It's odd. At the hospital I've had 24 hours a day of free time, but here, filling the considerably shorter hours feels difficult. Everyone else leaves and I'm left alone with the teacher. Muto is examining the assignment sheets where we were working on earlier, marking them with a red ball pen. Raising his eye from his papers briefly, he notices me and furrows his brow. What is it, Nikai? I jump at him, addressing me, but I guess it's natural to speak to someone, to spark some conversation since there is nobody else before. Nothing. Think about what I'll do after school. The teacher slowly puts the cap on the pen he is holding and arranges his paper into a stack, clacking it against the desk twice. He seemed very methodical, and for a brief moment, I'm reminded of Shizune, but the teacher is more unhurried and relaxed and much more routine. You have no plan? No. Consider joining a club. I don't know what kind of club would interest me. Go observe a meeting at someone else's club might pique your interest. I guess I'll just... But I don't know how to continue from there. Luto looks at me in a way that makes me quickly want to take words back to avoid the conversation, but I can't, so I'll forge ahead. I just don't know how to deal with these people. I mean, the other student. I'm talking to people and everything, so it's not that I'd be isolated or anything, I just don't know what I think about disabilities. It's like, that I'm being impolite if I pay attention to them, and weird to ignore them. Damned if I could, damned if I don't. He just scratches his cheek, absent-mindedly, looking very unresponsive. These things are only an issue to make them talk normally with someone, even if they are blind or something. Try to look beyond this superficial. There's not a single student here who isn't just a normal kid behind whatever they might seem at first glance. He said the same thing as Yuko did. I know they're right, but it's odd. How can you not consider, for example, Shizune's deafness and the only way to communicate with her is to talk to her through Nisha or Hanako? It's not like you can ignore her face. But I'm interrupted by the door of the classroom suddenly slamming open. Teacher! Misha crashes in, and straightening an enthusiastic greeting. A loud voice, lively enough to wake the depths of their graves. She starts towards the teacher's desk with a bouncing step and energetically swinging with the rhythm. Muto, visibly dismayed at the interruption, and Misha, in general, slumps in his chair. Mikado? Misha stops in her track and looks around cluelessly. She senses from his tone that something's wrong, but has no idea what. Yes? We've talked about volume control before, ain't we? Yes. But she doesn't lower her voice at all. And the teacher just rubbed his eyes. So, what is it? We need help. We're running out of supplies for the festival stands. This is a distress? She weighs a pink slip of paper she's holding around. So, go get more supplies from the art room. Problem with that? Lyra is a problem. Last time we wanted more, there was only a little. But that time we just took it all and went with that. Now there's none left, So do you know where there is some? I don't understand. How would I know? She-chan, I mean the president, thought the teacher would know if there is plywood. Was she right? Ito looks in great pain, frowning with an entire essence, and Misha doesn't get it at all. Looking at the two of them communicate is terrible. Looking at a man being tortured by drilling his skull while blasting pop music at full volume at the same time. God, sounds like something the CIA would do. I'm afraid I have no idea if there's any plywood in the skull, let alone where it would be if there were any. What should I do? Perhaps try to find Mr. Mia. I'm quite sure he'd know where to find everything you need. You'd have to pry them from his cold, dead hands, but that's a different matter. I don't have time for that. Where are we? We are so busy. Shit, but let's continue. She holds her head with both her hands, looking as depressing as it's possible for a person like her. Without even noticing, she crumples the note she's holding against her head. I shouldn't even be fetched with these things. There's so much to do and we're falling behind the schedule. Lota looks at her gravely and then suddenly smiles. Smiling doesn't really fit his face. I think it's better if he didn't. I wonder if you could get some temporary help. He switches to staring at me focusedly, with a hard expression, as if trying to say, go make some friends. Yeah, I guess I could give you a hand. You can. Thanks, Chan. You really are nice. She pauses, does a double take, and then at me points with her finger yelling, and looking very puzzled. Come to think of it, what's Chan doing here? Class is over. You should be having fun. We just had a little chat. Oh no, it's not detention, is it? Are you in trouble, teacher? No, I'm not. Is Chan in trouble, teacher? No, he ain't. Let her sigh deeply, and I have to help Misha to get her up the teacher's back. So, what do you need? Here's a lift. I can try and find the plywood from somewhere if there's none in the art room. She offers me the note she's holding. I'll take it, hesitating a bit. I said I'd help you, but this has no implications on whether I'm joining the council or not. Still, thanks, Chan. Try to be quick. We're in a stall building street now. We must hurry. She bounces out of the bathroom, leaving me and the teacher all looking at each other with something that feels like a silent agreement. Well, there you have it, Kai. You have something to do now. Please don't sound so smug. Looking at the list of a number of items ranging from paint to plywood, all written with small, neat handwriting, undoubtedly, she's a maid. I heave a sigh. I'll be going then. Waving the long list limply at the teacher, I exit to the hallway. The classrooms closest to ours are designated belonging to classes 3-1 and 3-2 on the right side and 3-4 on the left side, each door looking exactly the same. Further down the corridor, still with identical doors, are rooms that I didn't think were used for classes. Just the art room isn't a classroom as such. Carefully push it over and the furthest door and peeking. It's a classroom, but it seems rather badly kept and not in use. Am I in the right place? Desks and chairs are all around the room. A thin layer of dust settled on them. There are some easels in the corner, so at least this looks like the right place. The room is flushed in sunlight from the big windows, shadows creeping all over the desks. Specks of dust are dancing in the stagnant air, making the beams of light almost visible. Jokingly, I call into the empty room. Anybody hut? Something catches my eye and I stop mid-sentence. Sitting on the desk is a short-haired girl, curiously wearing a boy's uniform with a fork between her toes and morsel of food stuck firmly on the end. Odd way of dining seems to be called by a apparent lack of abs, but her presence here is what takes me back even more. I'm starting to serve before. She's sitting in a corner, very still, but I still somehow took her as part of the furnishing or a statue at first glance. I'm not being too observant today, though. God, tell me about it. The girl seems to be frozen in place. staring at me with a huge eye, like a rabbit in the headlights, or a deer in the head. I don't get copyright. She's staring at me, her mouth wide open, ready to accept the thought. I'm staring at her, my mouth wide open, suddenly remembering I didn't finish my sentence. I'm trying to think if I should. Weird stalemate between us keeps us both stunned into silence, punctuated only by the wall clock ticking rhythmically. Hello. Girl stuffs her thoughtful in her mouth and is now staring at me expectantly while chewing. This is a bit awkward. Hello? I was told to pick up some supply from here for the festival stores, I think. I didn't think there would be someone out here. There isn't. That's why I came here, too. She picks up another thoughtful. Doesn't that mean you're here, though, then? She raises her eyebrows as if suspecting my observation was full. You're pretty observant. I guess it does. But who are you? This guy is pretty straightforward, ain't she? I'm Mackay. Esau Mackay. Just trying for deer on Monday. I'm Rin Teska. I won't shake hands with you, but at least we know who we are now. That's very nice. My deadpan manner of talking makes it hard to determine whether she's joking about shaking hands or not. Hard to bothers me. Joking about these matters I don't feel appropriate at all. I'm trying to figure out what's appropriate and whether this girl is. She seems to have lost interest in me and is now gazing yearningly back at her food. Can I continue my lunch? If you don't mind me, I won't mind you. Can you get your stuff? The supply for at the back. Go right ahead. But lunch? School's already over for the day. What word did you use? There is no word for a meal you eat after lunch, but before dinner, right? Bothers me very much too. I don't really know what to say. There is for breakfast, and that's brunch for breakfast, but what do you know about? I don't think you're supposed to eat a meal between lunch and dinner to begin with. I'm hungry now, and my delicious boxed lunches will go to waste otherwise. I have curry, it's very delicious. Much decisiveness, Rin once again picks up the fork between her toes and with at least as much impoliteness she points it straight at me. So, Nakai, what brings you to this place? Well, I said I was told to look for these things. No, the school. From outside you look fine. Is your problem inside? I come to a full stop, opening my mouth but not getting a word out. I can guess. I'm good at guessing. Better than most people. Ring cuts me off before I can answer her question or skirt around it somehow. I don't know which I would have done. And today, I'm going to leave it here. Thank you for coming and watching. Goodbye.